document that was signed saying that Ghani would finish this book by the end of 1948. So that to that extent. But even after getting the signatures done, he did not do anything about the book. Then in 1949, we all know that Baba entered what was called the new life. Baba started his new life in 19th October, just now 2 days from your 74th year, right? Now for those who may not know new life, I'm not going to digress into all these things, but yet just to make the whole so-called talk a little composite, I will just read out one paragraph of the new life message, which is very potent, very beautiful. What does the new life mean? We say that he went with a few companions and they went begging and they slept on the road, they slept on the railways, they had no money, they had no clothes, and all that was there. But what is the crux is in the new life song, which of course we are not going to touch now, but this message is very super, so I thought maybe I could read it out. This new life is endless, and even after my physical death, it will be kept alive by those who lead to renunciation of falsehood, lies, hatred, anger, greed, and lust. And who to accomplish all this, do no lustful actions, do no harm to anyone, do not seek material possession, neither covet honor, nor shun no one and nothing. By those who rely wholly and solely on God, and who love God purely for the sake of loving, who believe in the lovers of God and in the reality of man, do not expect any spiritual or material reward, who do not let go the hand of truth, and who, without being upset by calamities, bravely and wholeheartedly face all hardships with 100% cheerfulness and give no importance to caste, creed, and religious ceremonies. This new life will live by itself eternally, even if there is no one to live it. So that's the why I just read it, because in 1949 Baba went on the new life, right? Then in 1951, the new life, the physical end of the new life, because the new life will never end. In February 1952, new life apparently physically ended. But in 1951, Ghani passed over. Ghani died in 1951. So all the effort that was done by Baba, in a sense, was wasted. Coming back from the new life in February 1952, Baba decided to travel to the West. We all know that immediately after that he went to the West. He inaugurated the Myrtle Beach Center. He intended to review the notes written down by Ghani, which he did. He took all the notes over there and said, let me have a look of what he has written. Then came the self-orchestrated, self-inflicted suffering by way of an automobile accident in Oklahoma in May 1952. We all know the first accident which Baba was talking about. Many people who are new may wonder how can God meet with an accident, but he was giving hints. I don't want to again go into that. If you really read that part of it where Baba had said that I will have to shed my blood on the American soil. America is after my blood and all that. Okay. Viewed Ghani's work, Baba said, half of what I said, put it there. He said, now I will have to dictate the notes all over again. That started in August 1953 in Dehradun. Baba again began to dictate for the upcoming book, which we now call God Speaks. So he now started dictating on the alphabet board to Iraj Jasawala. That went on for several months, and Iraj would take down the notes hurriedly as a scribe. And this continued even in Mahabaleshwar for some time in 1954. So it started in August 53 and it continued till 1954. When Baba finished his dictating to Eraj, Faram Working Bosswala and Bhau Kalchuri coordinated the typing of Eraj's handwritten pages, and Bhau also assisted in dividing the book into chapters, which are called paths in God Speaks. In God Speaks, we don't call chapters, we call paths. There are in totality 10 parts of God Speaks. At the end of the Sahwas of September 1954, we call it the 3 incredible weeks when the Westerners had come. There was one gentleman by the name Lud Dimphal. He was from Sufism reoriented. He had come. So Baba handed over the entire package of whatever notes that were dictated to Lud, and he asked him to be delivered to I.V.O. Deuce and Don Stevens. I.V.O. Deuce was the Murshida, that means the head of the Sufi order. Murshid is the man and Murshida is the lady. And Don Stevens at that time was also a Murshid. Was also a Sufi. Sorry? He was a Murid. Okay, Murid. Used